What's up now? This is me, Will, back with another video. All right, now check this out. This video right here is dealing with being discouraged, getting discouraged in recovery. Why you know what I mean? You trying to change your life and you dealing with these different roadblocks in life that's actually preventing you mentally from continuing on the path of recovery. Being clean. Once you put down the drugs and the alcohol, you want to focus on trying to better yourself. In the process of you bettering yourself, there are going to be bumps in the road. There are going to be things that are going to discourage you from wanting to stay on the path. You know, because a lot of times, you know, in the past with me, I'm talking about in the past with me, when I was trying to learn how to stay clean, thank God, my clean date is March 7, 2007. I've been clean 16 years now. No drinking or no doing no drugs. But the reason why I'm shooting this video is so you can learn how to deal with being discouraged, disappointment. You know, things like that happen. Things can happen like that. The way that I deal with it, think about, okay, how can I actually accomplish what I'm trying to accomplish? You understand? Because there's nothing easy about this. This is the part where a lot of people get tripped up at. This is why I'm making a video about this, because you'll have people that'll say, okay, I done put down the drugs, I done put down the alcohol. I'm changing my life right now. I'm doing something different. All right? I'm doing something totally different in life. So the things that you want to do that are different can somewhere down the line, you can get discouraged, because some of the things that you're trying to do, you might not be able to accomplish it right when you want to accomplish it. You got to remember, nothing happens overnight. You cannot microwave this. That's impossible. Everything is like a slow cooker. You put it in the slow cooker, recovery is like putting it in the slow cooker and you just deal with it. You understand? So being discouraged, you just got to say, okay, I'm older now. I am an adult. And if you're not an adult and you're a teenager or you are a young adult, you just have to deal with it. You have to deal with things that happening and not happening the way you want it to happen. But trust and believe, you're gonna make it there. You just gotta kind of just keep looking towards the future, looking for something that's better. You understand? You always gotta keep moving forward, because everybody, I'm telling you, everybody, even the people that's not in recovery, they get to know. You know what I mean? They get to know the discouragement. They might get the, oh, I'm running into a big stumbling block, what to do. You understand? But the thing about you can no longer use that excuse. Well, I feel sad because I didn't pass the test, so I'm finna go take a drink, or I'm finna go do some drugs. You understand? You can't use them excuses no more. So the best thing that I can tell you to deal with it is to share with other people that might have more clean time than you, or share with other people that actually have accomplished what you're trying to accomplish. Whatever you're trying to do in life, you understand that you don't have to, that whatever you're trying to do in life that's not easy to accomplish, you could talk to other people that have accomplished. They went through what you're going through, and they can kind of like, you know, give you some pointers on things. You know, it's not bad as you think it is. It's not. You know, so with that, it kind of like plays on something. Here's another thing it plays on. It plays on being sad. It plays on being angry, feelings. It plays on that. So you got to kind of like deal with it. And then fear can kick in too, and that can really stumble you up, because you be like, I don't even want to do this no more. I give up. Don't never give up. If it's something that's going to be beneficial in your future, as you embark on this process of recovery, you got to stick with it. You have to stick with it. Now, if you want to say, okay, I don't feel like doing this, I'm going to go back to what I was doing, you can always go back. Trust and believe, it's going to get worse. You know, you go back out and decide to pick up again and decide to go back to whatever type of drug or choice or whatever you were doing. You might be a chronic drinker, drug user, or whatever you got going on that you like. Because everybody that was out there, we all didn't do the same thing. In the long run, it led everybody into the same circle of being unmanageable in everything that you're doing. You know, you got to think about it, how it did you, in order not to go back there, because you get discouraged about something that you can't even accomplish. You know what I mean? At the time, you just got to work towards it. It's like you taking a GED test, or it's like you taking a test and you fail the test, a math test. Guess what? You got to go back to the drawing board and restudy and figure out what you couldn't answer right on that test, and redo the test. That's the only way you're gonna pass. Being in recovery is not it's not a big test. All it is changing the way you think. You have to think about that. You change this up here, the way you think, you can accomplish anything. You can accomplish the things that you are trying to get done. Because you got to remember, you got the power to do this, because you're not using any drugs or alcohol right now. But you're dealing with a bunch of other life issues that comes up on a regular basis. Because I've been clean since March 7, 2007, off of drugs and alcohol. And I'm gonna tell you, I'm still dealing with a lot of different things in life. Things hit me from the side, and I'm like, damn, I'm like, ooh, you know, and hey, sometimes I had to go outside myself and talk to other people about what's going on. I'm gonna tell you one thing, when you do that, when you talking to other people, whatever you got going, what's going on that's discouraging you, you gotta watch who you share your stuff with, because everybody not mentally there. Not everybody can mentally handle what you're going through. You understand? You got to pick the right people. And that right there, reason why I say that, because if you share your stuff with the wrong person, they can push you further into the pitfall of being discouraged. You don't want that to happen. You understand? You don't want somebody telling you that you can't do it. When you know you can do it, it's just going to take some work to do it. And that's just the way it goes. So when you think about it, once you able to accomplish whatever that you're trying to do, once you're able to accomplish that, the discouragement will be lifted, because there's going to be something else you won't want to do. There's other goals, you know what I mean? Once you get clean, okay, you say, okay, I done figured out how to stop and stay stopped. There's other things in life that you're going to want to do, because it don't stop with just that. It don't stop with just that. You just got to keep. That's the way it works. You understand? And you got to surround yourself with good people. And that's your job, to find those good people. It's not easy, because not everybody going to like you. Not everybody going to want to sit down and listen to you. I mean, you got a lot of people that's around that actually, they're not able to actually sit back and try to help you. They want to help you, but they can't help you because they probably not even experienced in that area. You understand? And I ain't talking about going to get a therapist. What I'm talking about is recovery. I'm talking about straight up recovery. This is things that I went through. I'm not no therapist. I'm not no doctor. I'm a recovering addict, and I know how to stay clean. You understand? I'm not somebody that's reading a book, or somebody that went to college that actually say, okay, I'm gonna look at this book and I'm gonna start making videos. No, I've been there. And the reason why I'm making these videos is so you as an individual can kind of identify on what you got going on with yourself. So you can actually look at yourself in the mirror and say, yo, you know what? I'm not that unique. I got things going on. I got things going on in my life. And you know what? That guy that's making those videos, if he can do it, I can do it. And that's the way I want you to think. Especially when it comes to changing the way you live. You have to think about it. You have to. Because you're making a life decision. Once you make a decision to say, yo, I changed my life. I want to change my life. It's going to be a lot of other little things that you got to do in order to keep your mind frame in the way of, okay, I don't want to use today. There's a lot of little things that you got to do. And nobody, in the things that you got to do, you can't buy it. You have to actually do it. You can't just sit up and say, okay, I'm going to spend $1,000 and then maybe I can get clean. You can spend $1 million. And if you, deep within you, stay clean, you're not going to stay clean because there's a lot of little intricate things that's in between while you're stopping and staying stopped. It's like you relearning how to live. You understand? It's like you relearning how to make a way for yourself. And each person can do it. But the thing about it is that you have to find a formula that works for you. There's a formula that works for you. You got to figure out. You might have to mix a little church in with it. You might, if you Muslim, you might have to go mix in the mosque. I mean, some people don't have to go to church or go to the mosque or go to some type of spiritual religion in order to kind of like grasp and understand how to stay clean. You understand? Some people don't have to do that. You as an individual, you can do it and everybody can do it. But you have to find out what works for you. Because like what works for me might not work for you. And what works for you might not work for the next person. They might be able to, a little something that what you doing and mix it in what they got going on, and it might work for them. And then they can learn how to stay clean and learn how to deal with different things that come up, especially being discouraged. They want to say, man, I don't even want to do this no more. I'm going back. I'm going back to the madness. I don't even want to do this. You don't want to have that mind frame. This is what I'm saying. It's work. It's work. And it's not easy, but you can do it. I did it. And I'm going to continue to do it. There's going to be things in my future that's going to make me want to say, excuse me, I didn't mean to curse. It's going to make me want to say that, but I cannot say that. I cannot follow through with just giving up. I don't want to never do that. Never. And you as a person, you should never want to give up either. Never. You keep moving. You keep doing what you got to do. And then along with the discouragement, you have to have some gratitude with it. Because if you made it to a point to where as though I could deal with discouragement, I could deal with rejection. If I could deal with rejection and deal with being discouraged, I ain't got a problem with fear. Because fear ain't nothing. I kick fear straight in the butt and just go do it. You understand? That's what I'm saying. If you making this decision and you say, look, I want to stay clean. I want to get clean and stay clean. You got to go all the way with it. A decision that you will make until the casket drop. And it might not be comfortable for you. You know what I mean? Because you fighting against something. You'll be fighting against something that wants you to go back out and do what you're doing. And that is what you was doing to get living their life. That's what I'm trying to say. It's gonna be always there for you to want to go back there. But you don't never have to do that. That's a thought. Now me, yeah, I remember how it was for me. I'm gonna tell you that. I remember how it was for me, like it happened yesterday. I ain't forgot the days when I was living a life in the streets like that. you know, on drugs and alcohol, just drinking, getting high all day. Couldn't even function, can't even do. And the reason why I don't really talk about that stuff is because I don't live it. Today, I'm not doing that right now. So why would I continue to talk about how much I use and what I use and how I feel and all that? Because I ain't even living that like that right now. That happened 16 years ago. I ain't forgot it, but it happened so long ago. I don't need to remind myself of what that felt like. I don't need to remind myself how it felt when my kids looked at me, my children looked at me and said, Daddy, can I have some money to go to the store? And I ain't got no money to give them. I ain't forgot that. I know exactly what it felt like. And that's what I'm talking about. You dealing with rejection, dealing with being discouraged. You better learn how to live and just grow up. An adult, mature adult, deals with that all the time. I'm gonna give you one more analogy. I don't even know if I'm saying the words right. If you a dude, you'll understand. If you're a woman, I don't know, maybe you'll understand. For on a man's perspective, here's an analogy. Okay, I go to try to talk to a woman, right? I say, hey, you're really nice. Da-da-da. Would you like to, hey, can I get your phone number so we can talk a little more? And she reject me. That's what I'm talking about. Dealing with rejection. Not rejection on the surface level like that, but I'm talking about on the deep level. When you actually trying to accomplish something in life. And you could just feel the rejection. You could feel that you're going against the grain. That's why you feel like that. But you know what? If you making and you making it right now, and you doing this in the process of being clean, God is good, because that's what it felt like. Welcome to the next level. Welcome to being human. You're a human being. God is good. This is me, Will. Like, subscribe, share, and we're gonna chop it up with some more on recovery. Be blessed, everybody. Peace.